You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's America's Best Dance Crew After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's America's Best Dance Crew After Show.
Woo!
Hey guys, what is happening?
What's
cracking? As you may have noticed, I have someone next to me you might recognize, Greg.
Hello.
From Step Boys, and we have others here. But first of all, let me introduce Ashley Gray across from me.
Hello.
And the lovely Sarah Mendoza.
Hi, everybody.
Those two are hot.
And as always, I am Dave Klein, and Bing is for doing it. We were doing the after show of America's Best Dance Crew, episode 4, Drake, and joining us today, the Step Boys.
What up, son?
That's right, Greg was just a tease, but everybody is here. Everybody.
Everybody.
The whole crew is
It's
here.
a party in here. We even have a special guest. I don't know if you can see
The pink bunny.
the pink bunny that Jarrell is holding over there.
Now, let me just throw this out. I had no idea our studio could even fit this many people.
It's a lot. That's a lot of us in here. But we're here.
Apparently, we make things happen.
We make it happen.
We make it happen.
We make the magic happen.
So let's jump in.
I can't believe your mustache fits in here though.
I know it's a tight squeeze, but it fits.
We thought it was too big for TV.
It's good. It fits right here in AfterBuzz. Fits perfectly.
So I like how you're the only one who has the mustache, yet that has become the mascot for your entire crew.
Yeah, it's kind of a like a curse. It's like
Is it a curse?
actually it's a curse for me because I have to wake up every morning and look at it in the mirror, and it's just like, oh my god, I really have this nasty mat of hair on my face.
At what point are you gonna shave that?
Honestly, I don't think I ever can
Never.
shave it.
Really? 'Cause
Don't shave
that's
it.
like your
Well, now
signature
that
now,
your
right?
merch has it, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
It's like a part of me now. It's like a nasty infection that's taken over my whole face.
Yeah.
I have to keep it.
Yeah, you definitely
What
know.
a-
I know
Lovely
it's just the upper
infection.
lip part of your face. I don't know if it's a whole face.
Yeah, you're right, but it feels like it.
Let's just extend it out, make it even longer slowly as we go.
Might as well.
But let's jump into the episode itself. So
Yeah.
our first dance that we had for the night was Rated Next
Rated
Generation.
Next.
RNG.
Yes.
RNG. Guys, what did you think?
Well, I really liked them a lot. I like their super slow-mo. I thought it was really amazing. And I know D-Trix did comment on it. It was bomb. They killed it. Really bomb. How about you? How did you feel about it?
So let's talk about the challenge for this week. So it's all Drake music, and they were asked to pick a lyric from the songs. And for them, it was about, time for me to revisit the past. And I thought it was really cool how they incorporated it in their performance. Because what they did is they did their thing, and then they stopped in the middle. They did like a trust fall. I don't even know what you call that, but it was like a trust fall. And then all of a sudden, they're doing it backwards again.
Yeah, it was part of the slow-mo. It was bomb.
Yeah,
It real bomb.
that was the best part of that performance. What did you think about it?
I think y'all killed it.
Killed it.
You know, I thought it was good. I thought their crumping was really on point. They had a lot of good hits, and as you guys said, the rewind that they threw in there was it was a cool element, and it actually looked like it. And I feel like with stuff like that with dancing, unless you're doing like maybe like b-boy moves like windmills where you reverse it, it's really hard. I feel like to make it look like you're rewinding something.
Right.
And as we saw in the previous week with the mirror prop, where that just didn't work, where they were
Yeah.
trying to show that reverse in the
Yeah.
mirror. This is actually showing that you can make things like that work. Thank you guys for making those faces and making it so easy to concentrate.
You guys are just too adorable over there.
Are we live right
That
now?
bunny, I
Yeah.
keep getting distracted by that pink bunny over there.
But you know what? I thought it worked. I thought they did a great job. But I mean, what did you guys think?
We absolutely love RNG. They're like they're right up there with like our family. And that moment, that reverse moment was like, you don't understand, like dancing, like choreo and like cleaning a reverse kind of like thing. That's super hard, and they pulled it off. They killed it.
They definitely pulled it off.
And it was such a precise like movement too. It wasn't like an easy let's do this and then do it backwards. It was like really intricate movements that they were pulling off.
Yeah. And I also want to throw out that Rated Next Generation, when they first came the first week, I wasn't too impressed by them. Last week they impressed me a lot, and this week again they have. So I feel like they really stepped it up. They've been really improving since their first week. And this is just proof. So hopefully they'll keep on climbing it up.
And Bailey is super cute.
And Bailey is super cute.
Bailey's super cute.
Just throwing that out
The
there.
boys agree. Bailey, you are super cute.
Yeah.
Bailey.
We got your back, bro.
All right, so let's move on then to Most Wanted Crew. Now, I'll let Sarah, would you like to start us off with Most Wanted?
Are we going to share our faves for the night? Besides the Step Boys, of course.
The Step Boys.
Yeah, because I think Most Wanted would be my fave for the night.
Yeah.
They had the swagger, and they were doing, you know, I saw the sea walk in there. They had the ride the pony thing going on that I thought was really cute, a little cowboy move. I think they're consistent with the performances from all the episodes. They're a very talented group of dancers.
Yeah, I really like the fact that they take the hottest dance moves that you see in the clubs and you see, you know, people doing on the streets, and they incorporate them into their dances. So I really, really like that. And they're hot. Like, they're a group of hot boys, you know. What lady doesn't want to look at hot guys?
I agree.
You know?
Just so you guys know, that's all these girls notice. So
And
you
the
guys
Step
will be
Boys
noticed,
are
so
all
you know.
hot too. All of them. Especially that mustache.
Oh
Let
my
me
God,
add.
you are so awesome.
I just want to put a little
you
aside
okay?
in there, though. I think they're hot, but one of them looks like my brother. So not that one.
Oh, so super hot, right? Super hot.
Wait,
Awkward.
who are you talking about?
His name is Brian Puspos or something. Do you know
Oh
him?
yeah, Brian.
He looks like
yeah,
my
baby
brother.
boy Brian.
Yeah, he's hot.
Yeah, I be.
Yeah, I'd say that makes him even hotter to me.
No homo, he is
Right.
super hot.
He's like me with short hair.
Uh-oh.
Awkward.
I'd beat.
Anyways, no, but yeah, so their theme was relay. And they kind of did the waved movements in their performance to pull that off.
And they passed the hats. They passed their hats, so.
Yeah. So I thought the white hats were really cool. They stuck out the way that they did their tricks. They had some cool finger tutting that they incorporated into the routine.
You and that finger totting, Dave.
I love it. It's,
Finger top.
look, if it's done well, it's really cool. If it's not done well, it is lame
I
as
agree,
hell.
it's really
But if it's
cool.
done well, it's really cool. But I honestly wanted them to do more with the relay thing, because they had the white hat pass off, but I felt like they could have done a little more. I thought that was a little basic, and you know, I thought they could have stepped it up with the theme if they were, you know, gonna do that. And yeah, they had a little bit of it, and their dancing was on point. It was good, but I really wanted to see them incorporate the relay element more than they did.
So aside from the theme, though, you thought that they did a good job.
Yeah.
We have an agreement with a Dave.
Let's shake hands on that.
It's very rare. It's very rare. Did you guys have any thoughts?
Most Wanted is definitely the team where it's like you're aiming every week to beat them, and this week was another week where you're like, man, we gotta beat that. You know, it's like, geez, they're literally a team that's like here to win.
Very
they're
clean.
killing.
They're very
it.
clean.
Yeah.
They're very clean.
Okay, well, let's take a moment because we have a phone call.
Uh-oh.
So let's jump in.
okay.
Hope it's my
Somebody
mom.
love the Step
Colin.
Boys.
Colin, who calling?
Is this a Step Boys fan?
Hello.
Guys, it's Nino. How you guys doing tonight?
Hi,
Hello.
Nino.
What's up, bro?
Nino.
Nino, did you see the episode tonight?
I did watch the episode. I actually watched it twice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Twice.
Whoa, that's dedication there.
How'd you
I had
like
to
it?
watch it twice, definitely, to see Most Wanted Crew. Shout out to all the guys at Most Wanted Crew. I don't know if you guys know, but
This is Step
taking
Boys
like a
in
Brian
the studio.
Puspos class or like a John Hall class is ridiculous. Their choreography is amazing. So I can understand why they butt heads tonight with where they want to bring their choreo. But definitely shout out to them. They did a really good job tonight.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
No, I mean, I like their choreo. I just thought that the routine for the relay with the white hats, I thought they could have
Gotcha.
used that more. That was, you know, that was all.
Yeah.
Most
When you're just
definitely. I
passing the
actually
white
saw the
hats.
relay more than once, though. besides the white hats, they were doing a lot of traveling relay style. I don't know if people caught that.
I did. I actually did. They did a lot of traveling, which I did. I have that in my notes, and I really love the sea walk, which I know Sarah did mention. It was amazing. They really did kill that.
I just wanted a baton pass. No.
Right? Jumping over hurdles with a baton.
Yeah, there you go.
See, that would have been. You guys would have thought of that,
Yeah,
right?
we
You
would've
guys
thought
would
of
have thought of that.
We would have been in short shorts with the headbands and did a full-on track set. I don't know
Something.
how. Yeah.
Something.
But then we would have lost.
There you go.
He's crying. Does anybody want to console him?
No, I'm good.
Nino?
I'm there.
Dave,
I
you
got
There
you.
we go. There we
I got
go.
you.
Oh, bromance.
Bromance.
Dude.
Oh, sound effects.
Dave,
I heard that.
Now I'm
That's
upset.
production.
My
Now
bad.
I'm upset.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know. I see some blushing going on over there.
Yeah, he is quite a man. I love
All right, so shall we move on then to 8 flavors?
8 flavors.
my babies.
So
Our
there.
babies.
Oh, geez. This was a heavy one
Yeah, it
for
was.
the night.
Well, I first want to just say, my condolences goes out to Angel. She did lose her mother to breast cancer this past Sunday, and it was a really touching performance. And do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a very... That part, I think everybody in the room was silent.
Yeah.
Except for, me and Ashley going, oh,
yeah.
no. We were so sad to hear about her mom. So she gets the news that her cancer is progressing a little bit faster than they thought it would. And they choose a theme, Never Gonna Tear Us Apart. And they actually highlighted Angel in that performance. She was the center of that performance, and you can just see the emotion that was just flowing through her body in that performance. It was extremely touching. What do you think?
Yeah, I know we talked about in the past that emotion can really show in dance, and that's why a lot of these stories that we see beforehand really do matter for things like this, because it does affect the way you dance. You really put your heart and soul into the way you dance, and like you said, you could see it with her. And outside of just that, though, they had a lot of other cool things that they did in elements for Nothing Can Tear Us Apart. They had the whole climb that she did over. They had things where people were wrapping around with the shirt.
Right.
Or they had the shirt circle that they had. So, I thought that just overall they did a good job with the theme. And you really, as you said, saw her emotion in the way
Right.
she danced tonight.
And it was very symbolic in their movements. And not only that...
And I will say, last week I didn't like 8 Flavors so
Oh,
much.
8 Flavors was the bomb
But
last
wait,
week,
Yeah, you know
Dave.
what?
But this
Everyone
week, hold
disagrees with
on.
you.
But this week, I thought that it was a lot better this week, and I just thought that the way that they were hitting the moves and hitting the beats were way better this week.
Actually, I think that their performance last week was a lot stronger than the performance this week.
I'll agree with that.
Because I
So
just...
now we're gonna butt heads on
Yeah,
Now we're gonna butt heads on
I
this.
mean, it was very touching. The story, of course, was touching, but you can see that pain in her, and I don't think that she gave it her all because it was such an emotional time for her. And the one last week, I think, was a lot more stronger than this week.
I mean, you could see it in her face. It was affecting her. And then in the tears in the end, you know,
Yeah.
when they all had their arms up at the end and she was looking to the sky, like you could see that there was something going on.
Yeah.
But then I forget which judge it was that brought it up that this is when it doesn't become about the movements or the choreography. It's just about dancing and
Yeah.
expression, and that's what we saw in this performance tonight. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's kind of hard for most to understand is that at a young age like that, most of the crew is like 10 to 12 years old, and to dance with that much emotion at that age is like, I mean, we can't even do it right now.
Yeah.
To dance with that much emotion and at that age, it's just ridiculous how they did that. I mean, sure, the dance wasn't like as crazy as their last performances, but the emotion that they portrayed was
all real.
It was real, and
real.
that's
You could feel it.
that's what dancers train their whole lives to express, and they did it at that young age, which was crazy
Amazing.
ridiculous. Yeah.
And you
Right,
can
they-
really...
They definitely made you feel something this
Yeah.
week.
And you can definitely see it on the stage. You can see the love and support from the group members, which was really, it was amazing.
Yeah,
Really great.
yeah. I was actually crying when I was
Yeah.
watching that set
Yeah.
because it was that powerful.
Backstage, yeah, that was crazy.
What did something happen backstage with the taping when that news was? Broke?
The news broke
The
a couple days after.
It was the next morning.
It was the next
that
day
everyone
after.
Found out.
Wow.
But it was pretty serious that night, because like they knew that it was getting more and more severe. So like the emotions were going crazy, and right after they performed, Angel and her sister were like, no joke, that all the emotions that they were showing on camera were that and more, and it was just a really touching moment. You know, it's like it's one of those moments where you really just kind of embrace them and what they're doing, and the mountains that they're climbing. Basically, it's totally inspirational.
And she's such a strong girl because she had the opportunity to leave and be with her mother, and she chose to stay with the rest of her crew and perform. Yeah. And I know that she said that she dedicated that performance to her mother, and you can tell, you know, she gave it her all. It was sweet.
She did it in
Hey
the
guys,
name
as
of her mother.
a non-dancer here in the booth, I wanted to ask, isn't stuff like that, although it is so tragic and a tough thing, that does make you connect, right, more as a dancer? I mean, isn't that where you really thrive? And maybe, is it possible for you to have your best performance with that situation? I mean, versus maybe going back home in mourning or whatever? It's just a question that I don't even know.
How do you guys balance that? As
I don't really want to know, I guess. I mean, to be honest, I would rather not know.
Yeah. Being inspired and being motivated by something always makes dance easier. Like having an idea, like being able to dance is one thing, but just being driven to move a certain way, to react a certain way, that's where dancing, you know, really shows its face. You know, it's just that feeling of, you know, something tragic like that being able to put into movement is. You don't even have to have choreo. You can basically just go out there and freestyle it, and it would be just as impactful.
Now, did you guys get a chance to get to know them at all before this happened? So I'm imagining that this would hit you harder too than any viewer, because you actually sort of know them.
They were what we call, like, I guess, like our nieces. The whole group kind of like was on. We all stayed at a hotel, and the 8 Flavas and their parents stayed like a couple of rooms down from us, and we were always seeing them. So, like, anytime we had off, any free time, we were always, you know, hanging out with them. On YouTube, we even made this video where they're kids, and they're put in a situation where, you know, they're focused on dance and they can't really be kids. You know, they're on this TV show where it's so demanding. So a lot of their time is spent practicing and rehearsing, and they don't really have times to be kids. Right. So we did this cool thing where we actually it was during Easter, so they obviously didn't have time to have an Easter egg hunt, and we organized it and threw an Easter egg hunt for them, and it was one of the most like heartfelt things that we've ever done for another group. And we really, like, out of all the crews, we feel so connected to the 8 Flavas because they're really, like, they deserve all of this. They're such hardworking little girls, and their choreographers are amazing. They work just as hard as the little girls do, and the group 8 Flavas as a whole, they deserve to go far. I'm not gonna say if they deserve to win or not, but I'm just saying that they deserve a lot.
Yeah.
It's really great to hear about the camaraderie that happens behind the scenes when you guys are doing this type of high pressure show.
Yeah, definitely. We're cooped up in this hotel for weeks straight, and there's not much to do except for, you know, eat a lot of the free food that we get and you know, pick each other's noses and hang out with each other. So
gotta do that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a must.
That's a must, definitely.
That's how you connect. It's from picking each other's noses.
Of course.
Okay,
we have to do that. Yeah, we have to do that after the show.
All right, so let's move forward now, and let's move on to, I guess, another crew that had a heartfelt moment that connected all of them, which would be Collision Crew.
Collision, yes.
Ashley, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, actually, their theme was floating, and they used they danced to used the high.
Wait, that was Electrolytes who did floating.
Electrolytes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Collision.
Oops, let's
Collision,
rewind.
they had to drive in.
Rewind.
Let's do this like rated Next Generation.
Yeah, let's go back.
Here we go.
Okay, picking the nose now. Okay, we're back.
Oh, thank you, Ronnie.
Sound effects, man.
Collision. Okay, so the cartwheels is what stood out to me with Collision. They actually did cartwheels over the word over, if that makes any sense to you guys. So, and that was the part that stood out to me the most. And I don't know exactly. I think it was a backflip.
It was a handspring back tuck.
a handspring back tuck. So they did a cartwheel and then into a handspring back tuck, and that was amazing. That was what, stood out to me most about them.
I think that jump that you were talking about, they said it was called the double ravens. Is that
Arabian?
Arabian. That was raven.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds fancy.
Cool. I thought they were okay. Am I the only one that thought they were just okay?
They were one of my favorite crews of the night.
I love them, Sarah.
I don't know. Maybe I was just so distracted by Step Boys in the studio.
Blame it on
It's
us.
very
Blame
distracting.
it on us.
Well, because we have to disagree at some point, right,
Yeah.
Sarah? That's just a must.
Right.
Of course.
I really like them. I mean, it might have been because they had a lot of cool tutting, as I always like and enjoy the tutting aspect. They had some cool incorporation of the driving with what they did. The one thing I will point out is with the handspring back tuck that they threw in, I think it was two of them did it together.
Yeah.
One of them did open early on it, so he landed on his hands.
And fell out of it.
And he fell out of it. And it
Yeah.
wasn't so sloppy to the point where it was super distracting because it was just he opened it a little early. He didn't land just on his feet. He had to catch himself on his hands, which it's okay. You can pull that, but it's still kind of sloppy. And, tricking's tough, and it's tough to hit tricks every single time. Especially when you're nervous in a performance, that's even more difficult.
Yeah.
But we do have to point it out. So
Yeah, I did. I didn't notice it during the actual performance, but when they did the instant replay, that's when I pointed it out, and I noticed that he did fall out of it.
Yeah.
So, oh man, collision. But
collision.
he collided with the ground.
Maybe they did it on purpose.
Maybe.
Maybe they meant to mess up on purpose.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely on purpose.
Definitely.
This is collision for you. And then they
Greg, did you have any notes on them?
Collision, they're pretty similar to us, except they're a little bit darker complexion. So no, we love them though. They're our homies for sure. Like their stunts are hard. A round off back tuck was Arabian.
Arabian.
That's not an easy trick, and I would have fell off the stage and broke my neck and
Your mustache
definitely
would've been
died.
shaved
Yeah, my
off
mustache would have had to been shaved.
I think your
Would've been all
mustache would
bad.
have
I think it would have
saved
just
you.
flown off. It just would have actually flown
No,
off.
yeah,
I think it would've
would have
saved
held
you.
you up actually. I
Yeah,
think.
like a little parachute.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I can only do front tucks, so back tucks always.
Wow, that's my
Sorry.
bad.
No, so I'm saying the back tucks scare me. They scare me. I'm trying to get them. They're scary.
Damn, dude.
Back tucks scare me. I don't know why.
Because
They're supposed to be
back.
easier, but they scare me. It's scary going backwards.
Yeah.
everything from the back is scary, especially in jail.
Sorry.
I'm glad you went there, so I didn't have to.
I know. Welcome
That's
to
what
the
I'm here for.
AfterBuzz jail.
Okay, guys. So real quick, I want to point out that we would love we do this show completely for free. So any way you guys can support us, whether it be going on iTunes and commenting, going onto the YouTube channel and commenting, letting Step Boys know that you heard them and that you're here. We would appreciate that.
That
We'd
you
love
love
that.
them like we do.
Yes.
And the other way that you can do is go to our website, AfterBuzzTV.com, and go to the Amazon link in the top right, click on it, and buy whatever the hell you're going to buy in the first place. It is the exact same price. There's nothing you have to do other than clicking on the link from our website, and that helps support us. So if you want some awesome Step Boys merchandise, which has got to be coming up, right, guys?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want teddy
Maybe
bears
some-
with a mustache,
You know what I'm saying?
Bunny with a
bunnies with a mustache.
Bunny with a mustache.
Rings with
I
a
mean-
mustache. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like the ring.
Oh, I see that ring.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah.
You want that ring? You want that sweet watch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
want that
auctioning
shit.
off stuff. I
want
mean,
that.
we didn't make it that far, so we gotta make some money, right?
Yeah.
So just go to the Amazon link
to
and
it.
buy whatever you're going to buy. It's really it's no added price or anything. So now let's move on to electrolytes, and I'll go ahead and start off with them with electrolyte. Their theme was floating.
Yes.
And they started off with a bang. They had a really awesome side flip. They had some really cool illusions that they had in there. They had some cool b-boying, which being that I'm a b-boy sly. That's right. I love seeing any breaking. Anytime there's breaking, I kind of always go like, I like that crew because there's
like
breaking
that
in it. They had some turtles at the end, which were pretty nice. I would have expected them to do spinning turtles, honestly, being that the theme is floating, or maybe some jackhammers.
Some UFOs.
That looks more like floating. I think, honestly, I think that they could have done a little bit more with the theme of floating. I kind of thought they had like the little cool thing where the guy was in the middle doing the floating,
And then the head.
and that was like the illusion that they had.
Yeah.
And then that, but I guess like I thought maybe they could have done more. Like I thought they maybe would do some gliding, honestly, because gliding almost looks like floating.
Yeah.
And then again, like I said with the turtles, that they had some spins, but you know, I haven't done ABDC, so I don't know how quick and how hard it is to come with choreo. But that's kind of the stuff I would have liked to have seen. Was like gliding to me looks like floating as a style of dance. What did you guys think?
Did you like the jacket thing that they did? Did you already say that?
I did not say that, but I did like it.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. It was a little. Never mind. It reminded me of what is that movie, Ace Ventura?
It also reminded you of your brother.
The rhino
Pet
scene?
Detective. So that made me laugh. And it was floating in it. So.
Yeah. You know, I feel like with that floating thing they did with that, I think that actually the camera work wasn't very good on that, because I think we got a bad
Darn
angle of it.
cameras.
Yeah.
They cut to the wrong angle.
Yeah, because some of those things, some illusions like that, you really need the exact right angle to see it properly, and I feel like we got the wrong angle as a viewer to see that the best way that illusion could have been pulled off.
Yeah, definitely. Those cameras are they could capture the moments, but they could also ruin your whole dance career. A lot of people thought we don't have choreo in our routines, and it's just because they're, you know, Step Boys were full of moments, and those cameras, they focus in on those moments and they just totally eliminate all the other stuff that's going on. So yeah, it's the cameras can.
I never thought
mess
of
up
that
the routine.
actually.
It's
Yeah.
it's weird.
True, huh?
It's weird.
That's why sometimes it's nice to just have one single camera and that's all you watch.
They should have
Sometimes
like,
that's nice.
should have like a DVD option just so you can select
Which
alternate
camera
views.
you
Yeah,
want to
which
use.
view do you want? Or
Just
you can view
select the
all these.
one long shot for the entire
Yeah.
thing, then you'll actually get the full experience.
Yeah, it's definitely that would help. Step
Yeah.
Boys.
Ashley, what'd you think?
I thought they were very animated, powerful in all of their movements. I really liked them. The facial expressions were on point. They had a little bit of swag here and there. I really liked it. Swag.
It's all about the swag.
All about the swag. All about it. Swag and mustaches.
Swag and mustaches.
Swagging.
All right, Greg, and do you have some input?
About electrolytes,
Yeah.
they're crazy with their what we call like they're pretty similar to quests, but they bring a whole nother level, and they're ridiculous. Their moments, I can get what you're saying, like floating. It's a crazy thing that you can work with. I thought they did pretty well with what they did. I love them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't say anything bad with them except for I guess I can agree with you, but
Yeah, I think actually they've pretty much been one of my favorite crews the past couple
Yeah,
weeks,
they're
which they
killing
could
it.
attest to.
They're
But
killing it.
I really thought they could have done more with the floating thing. And like I said, like gliding to me is just such a natural floating sensation for the way it looks. And then I would have thought of turtle spins instead of turtle backs.
Yeah.
or they could just really
jackhammers.
float it away.
Oh yeah, they could have just floated. I mean,
Angel stuff
what were
on
they
that.
thinking? They should have
Chris
gotten,
Angel.
or they could have done strings on them and actually
Yeah.
floated away. Come on, guys.
I bet that's possible.
They were not stepping it up this time.
Yeah, they weren't.
They weren't stepping up like Step Boys.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nobody can do
They
that.
need to step up.
They need to step up to the streets. I'm gonna keep on pulling these out. It's gonna be really cheesy. It's gonna get really bad, guys. I'm
Maybe
sorry.
you should step down from those bad jokes.
Whoa. Way to use the exact
What?
joke to tell me that.
Hey,
Can-
good
I ain't
recycle joke. Okay.
Okay, so let's
Fanny pack.
Let's move on. Yeah, so now we have the bottom two crews of the week. I'm sorry, guys, but it was Fanny Pack and Step Boys.
That boy.
So Fanny Pack, they had the whole running on a treadmill while eating salad thing.
Yeah, they picked
Yeah.
that lyric from Drake's song. So, yeah.
Yeah, that
I
lyric,
would rap
you know?
it for you, but,
I think they should have been eating hamburgers just to make a point while sitting down the whole time. I mean, that would have been my
But
thing.
Drizzy likes salad. He said so in the song, so they're gonna play with the salad.
Yeah.
I say sitting down and eating hamburgers. I don't know. What did you guys think of the dance?
They rocked it out. They were really good.
The- The girl killed it. I don't know. What's her name? Just Step Boys, do you guys know her name?
The
Natalie.
redhead. Yeah.
Natalie, she
Natalie, yeah,
was
she-
amazing. I was like, dang, girl.
Yeah, I
And
know
she
that.
looked, she
Like,
looked good tonight
damn.
too. Yeah.
I know.
She's hot.
I was like,
That's
wow.
what I was thinking. I don't know.
No, yeah, the treadmill illusion was really cool.
Yeah.
So rather than moving her, she was kind of like doing a floating thing.
Right.
And they were pulling the people underneath her to make it look like she was.
Yeah, that
on
was
the
great
treadmill.
with the table, how they had them pulling it underneath through the table. I also also thought that they actually, for the most part, they utilized the props pretty well. And then so that was good. They actually had the theme. They used the props instead of just letting them be props.
Right.
Because you gotta, if you're gonna, use props, make sure you actually utilize it, and they did this time.
I didn't get what was the point of the whole scene, like the table and the.
It was like a chef. You had the chef serving them salad, and so there's like the
Lost me
waiters
on that.
and the chef serving the salad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, I really liked it. On top of the great choreography for this performance, the theatrics of it all was really cool to me.
Yeah.
And it was different than the other performances that we saw tonight.
I'm gonna say this again. Fanny Pack has better step up every single week, being that they get to be here twice.
Yeah.
Every single week.
They're already experienced on the show, so they know a little bit more how to prepare, I think.
I was kind of surprised being such that they were in the bottom two, that said, because, you'd think that this is their second time around, they'd have it ready to go. Or maybe people just aren't voting for them because they're like, oh, I want them to blow me away, as we've been saying, because they've been here a second time.
Their performance tonight is what I expected the first night. You know, I mean, the performance tonight was amazing. I was like, wow, it wowed me. And we all agreed the first performance was not up to par, especially with them being returning.
Yeah.
But I think them being in the bottom two, I think that's all the politics of the show. Of course, they're going to have to put them in the bottom two so that, and then, not. I think that Step Boys, if you guys would have went up against anyone else, that you guys definitely would have been
you
here.
Would still be there.
And no, I really do, honestly. And I think that, of course, they were going to bring Fanny Pack back. So.
Yeah. That kind of would have been embarrassing for them, I guess, if they had left
Who
tonight.
cares?
When you think about it.
Right.
Oh, well.
But,
I think for them, though, since it is their second season on the show, people are going to be a little bit harder on them because they think they should be, top their last season. And, I don't know. I didn't think they should have, in the first place, brought back the same crew as last time.
No, I mean, I didn't think so either, but they're here,
yeah,
so,
they're here.
Let's
bring
just say
back
what they
Step
are.
Boys
Also,
next
another thing I
season.
think that's working against them, though,
week.
is that
Next week.
people want to see something new.
Yeah.
So although they might be good, they're paying much more attention to the other crews because they've seen that before.
Right. Greg, what were your thoughts on it?
I keep on bringing up these family metaphors, but yeah, Fanny Pack's like our sister crew, but they have guys, but I guess they're still sisters.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, the theatrics about telling a story, that's kind of like our Step Boys. That's kind of like our thing, is telling a story and all that. Fanny Pack told that story flawlessly. It was ridiculous how they did that with dance and in 53 seconds. That's usually the time we're allowed in. That was pretty hard to do, but I get what you guys are saying. Like, yeah, they do need to step it up. But out of all their performances, this was, I believe, one of their tops for the season.
Definitely the top.
All right, well, let's move on then to
Our favorite.
Step Boys.
I think we do need to throw out something that happened during our viewing experience.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
That?
So I don't know if this was just us, but
No, people were tweeting about it. That's what they were saying.
So people were So your guys' performance got blacked out for some reason. What the hell?
Yeah.
Explain that, guys. Why do you think they blacked you out? No,
Well,
they
see,
didn't
what
do it on
happened
purpose.
was there was like these aliens that came down and they didn't like us.
I
and
mean,
they just-
I liked what I threw out, which was that, I mean, clear. If the audience had seen you guys, you would have beaten Fanny Pack, and people would have been rioting on the streets.
Yeah.
So they had to black you out, so no one could get too pissed off.
Because then they would have known it was a conspiracy if they saw how great you guys were tonight.
I'm gonna say this,
Makes
like,
sense.
from when I was watching you guys, being that I'm a breaker, and you guys were doing the breaking in the animal suits, your guys' performance was the one I was looking forward to the most.
Me too.
Because I was like, I want to see this. I want to see these breaking and the mascot, and I want to see all the elements, because that's what I do, and I love the tricks that you guys do, and I want to see what you guys are going to pull out. And then it didn't happen, so what the hell?
Yeah.
And this is your guys' fault, and that's why I'm
Did
yelling
they-
right
did
now.
they-
So I'm
did
mad
they-
at you about
Sorry,
it.
bro.
Sorry,
Our fault.
man.
I wonder what happened. I mean, I'm going to be online tonight, though, looking for
Well, we're
it.
gonna
So you
search
guys
for
didn't
it.
even see it yet?
No, this is,
man.
we were watching it
Well,
live with you.
I guess we're going to perform it live for you
Let's
guys.
Yes.
go. Let's go. Let's figure it out.
Get on the
Tear that
table.
bunny up and put it on here.
We have so much room here. I'm sure
Yeah,
you
of
guys
course.
can manage it.
There's a stage right here. I got the new
Oh, snap.
I honestly totally forgot.
You're right.
Hear the music?
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
All right, guys.
I see it.
We're live right here.
Yes.
Action.
So how is it for you guys? How was your experience on the show? How can you tell me about your experience on the show?
Well, let's take a commercial break before we interview them
Oh,
about their whole
commercial break?
experience.
Commercial break!
But before we do, can you guys just talk specifically about this dance that you were supposed to perform tonight?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Because no one got to see, so everyone wants to know, and this is where you can find out.
First of all, let's tell everybody to download it or watch it tonight online. These guys deserve views. They worked hard on this performance, and everybody deserves to see it.
We kind of felt that this routine was, or this week or last week, whatever it was going to be kind of like, it was going to be, we needed to step our game up. So we basically took some of our biggest tricks, some of our best moments, and filled it in with some crazy choreo, and then we just barfed it out there on stage. It's a step. that's like the epitome of that routine right there. Is like the epitome of what Step Boys can do, and honestly, we have a lot more to offer, and we are not gonna stop here. We're gonna continue to dance. We're gonna continue to blow it up. And all I have to say to everyone out there is, if you want to smile and if you want to be happy, just stay tuned, because we have a lot more stuff in store for you guys.
Yep. I'm glad you guys decided to just barf it up on stage.
Yeah,
that's the way you had to do it.
That's exactly how we do every routine. We always do a nice barfage every time.
Awesome.
Did you guys have any input too on tonight's performance?
I just wish I could see it, like the whole thing.
Yeah, we haven't even seen it yet either.
Oh, YouTube guys, you're going to be on MTV.com and YouTube.
So what were some things that then you can throw out to us that we should really watch for, like some moments you guys were really proud of that you threw in here?
Yeah, definitely. Well, obviously the four-man stunt, that's what we call it, but I guess like the helicopter thing where we throw Jarrell in the mascot outfit. Kind of like that.
That was cool.
Yeah, we actually got to see that. That was awesome.
We did get to see that. That was cool.
That one was, honestly, it was one of the most sketchiest things you can humanly do to another person, because we just turn him 180, like just a half a turn.
Yeah.
But this one, we're like, let's go for broke. Let's turn this guy as much as we can without killing him. So we did a full 360, and we nailed it at gymnastics, and we're like,
nice.
It wasn't nice. It was pretty ugly, honestly.
No, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, like Kendall right here. He's one of the catchers. He's one of the ones that catches him, and he gets literally kicked in the face
every single time.
And he actually used to be really good looking. Now look at him. Golly. Sorry about that, bro. You are one ugly man now.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, that moment, the choreo itself, Scotty Nguyen, he's one of the choreographers on there. He helped us a lot, Being
that he was in a mascot suit, did that make it almost feel like, I know you don't have a mic on, so you can't answer, maybe someone can for you. Does that make it feel like you're almost invincible in a way? You're padded in some sort of way?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We got a mic being passed.
We got a mic.
They're doing the relay.
Did that almost make you...
relay. Most wanted.
Whoa, we're doing the relay.
Hey, they're stepping it up.
So being that you did have the mascot thing on, did that almost make it feel like, okay, if I do fall, I won't get hurt as badly?
Yeah, it did. They actually had a fat suit underneath it too.
Okay.
So it was like 10 times harder than it should have been.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Why did they put the fat suit in there?
Because without it, he kind of just looked like a flaccid teddy bear. Super wrinkly.
You're in too good of shape.
Yeah, he was super wrinkly. We need to puff him up a little bit, so the fat suit was essential.
Could you see well out of the...
No, he said it was like looking through two little paper towel things. Right? Yeah.
That's all. Your vision is pretty much all that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to see anything on stage.
Wow. So you really were just like going on faith when they were tossing you up in the air, right? All right, guys.
Didn't you say you were just praying because you couldn't see anything that was going on that first that first stunt?
Yeah, I would just get tossed and I just like, please, 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 please. Oh, thank you, Lord.
You made it.
Yeah.
So during the intro, it looked like a bunch of you guys were trying on the mascot outfits and trying to do the tricks in it. Why did it end up being you who is in it, of all people?
Because I'm the smallest and lightest, and they could throw me as far as they want.
And you're the fluffiest.
You were also Brittany. Brittany Spears.
Why are you always
working it?
You are the cool thing in every performance.
Yeah,
you get to be Brittany. You get what was it last week with Florida's?
Oh yeah, we were all just a bunch of kids, but yeah. We picked Jarrell because he's obviously the hottest one in our crew.
Hottest.
So you guys didn't want to get outshined. Is that what it was?
Well, we had to throw on a face mask over him so we can get some attention. No, it's literally because he was the lightest, and we can toss his ass all. Oh, I said the A word. Sorry, 8 flavors. So yeah, just so we can throw him around everywhere.
So something else I'm wondering with this dance specifically was being that you guys were it looked like you guys were trying flares in the mascot suits, and I don't know if you guys were trying mills too, but like, were there other b-boy elements or other trick elements that you did in the suit that we didn't get to see because of the
blackout?
The blackout.
I'm not gonna swear, but the blackout. I wanted to swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one other trick we did was stacks.
Yeah.
And that was pretty hard too, because
Can you explain that for our viewers and listeners who might not know what stacks
Like
is?
me.
And me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like pancake stacks.
Basically, that's what it said. We brought out some pancakes and threw them on stage.
Ooh.
No, honestly, what stacks are, it's like a series of handstands, kind of. It's like
awesome.
it was basically 3 different freezes on his hands that he did
Nice.
in a mascot suit.
What freezes were they? Out of curiosity, were you doing like some L kicks or what?
Yeah, it kind of just went from a bent knees to L kick.
Okay.
Wasn't too.
Ooh, get the bunny. Get
Nice.
the bunny.
Show him with the bunny what you did.
Yeah,
It's like a demonstration. You went like that.
Okay, so we got like a pike.
And then you had a weirdo grabbing his crotch and legs.
Whoa,
That's exactly what
whoa.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
There we go.
That's a bad boy.
I just want to make sure, Ronnie, you can see these guys right on the right side of the couch.
Yeah, no, we're viewing all of it.
So the bunny got that crotch
I just
shot.
wanted to make sure that everybody saw that.
Our iTunes people definitely love the show, but I know the people who are on iTunes
so
need to go to YouTube because